It's my favorite part of the day. All right, let's get everybody situated here. My favorite part of the day. Get everybody situated here. My favorite part of the day. Get all you guys in here. There we go. Let's mute this. Let's move this over here. And this document over here. Say hello to everybody. Brian, JB, Infinitely, Robert, Jim, Timothy, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now let me just share my screen and the world will be my oyster. There we go. Hope everybody had a good evening yesterday. As I predicted, we went short in the trading pit yesterday. The market is down. The NASDAQ is down 140 points. This is definitely not random. Mac, good morning. Robert, good morning. MVG, good morning, MV. Welcome, welcome, and welcome, everybody. So good to have everybody here. Wayne, good morning. TB, good morning. Let me just put good morning here for everybody. Good morning, everyone. Now, before we begin, I got to tell you something. I'm doing a free class today, a free income class at 10 a.m. in like 2 hours, literally in 2 hours. Morning, Adam. We've hit like Cam. Good morning, Cam. We've hit like 18 winners in a row. It's an income program. You guys got to check it out. It's happening at 10 a.m. And again, here is the link. And my VIP room, which happens at noon today. Good morning, Jody. We'll be starting in just a second, literally. And there's the link for my VIP room. All right. Now let's get into all the juicy details. So we got NASDAQ down 140 points. The Dow is down only 53. Now, you could clearly see without me. Thank you, Brian. You can clearly see without me having to say anything, the value of NASDAQ is 17,000 while the Dow's almost at 40,000. And if the Dow's down only 49 points and the NASDAQ is down 3 times that much, there's obviously some hanky-panky going on within the stock market in terms of the tech sector. And please don't say you weren't expecting this. I told you we were going to have some hanky-panky ahead of the CPI. The CPI comes out in about 31 minutes to be exact with you. Everybody does need to make the 10 a.m. class. That's right, Adam. Yeah, you tell them. That's right. That's what I say. Folks, all jokes aside, what we're looking at, and this is really important, I need you to pay attention. We're looking at core, not month over month. We're looking at core, which is ex food and energy, and they're expecting the number to be weaker. So it was 3.7, now 3.9. Now they're expecting 3.7. Between 3.7 and 3.8. If the number, they were expecting 3.5, by the way, before. Now it's 3.7. So the number's gotten weaker. But let's see if this number's better or worse. If the number's better than a year ago, then they could say, hey, what we're doing is working. If this number is 3.9, I'm not saying it will be, but I'm saying if the number is 3.9 or 4, ooh, the Fed is going to have some explaining to do. Then May is out of the picture. I'm just giving you heads up. May is bye May interest rates. So this is a very, very important number, and I'll talk about it when we talk about I'll talk about it in the next few minutes. But again, please be very mindful. Be very, very mindful of the fact that we have a major report coming out. Aside from that report, and it's going to be a doozy, we also have today is what? Today's Tuesday. You've got some really big stocks here to deal with that we need to really pay attention to. You got Coca-Cola, Dr. Serena, big dreamer. There you go. Adam will be there at 10 a.m. Infinitely will be there at 10 a.m. So look at this. You got Datadog, big stock. You got a Com. We've been tracking this one for a while. Shopify, this is a very important stock because a lot of folks use Shopify in their for their commerce platform. So if Shopify sales are bad, it doesn't just reflect bad on the company, it also reflects poorly or worse than expected on the state of consumer discretionary. Roddy, good morning, Roddy. Today's a really important day to be here. I hope we get more people in here. We just started 5 minutes ago, but well, Flying Ronan is here. Morning, Flying Ronan. All right, so we got Coca-Cola, big companies. You got Shopify, you got Airbnb. I'll talk about Airbnb in my VIP room. They're causing a lot of havoc for people in New York and other big cities right now. Um, yeah, they did. They did, Dr. Serena. They did. And I told you tech is not looking great right now. Tomorrow you've got Cisco, big networking stock. You've got Oxy, big energy stock. You've got KHC, big consumer staple. You've got basic materials. You've got tech. You got the exchange coming up. So we're still in a big week. After this week, we're going to have a very good idea of where we stand. And this is the implied volatility, and you could see the D-Dog and Shopify and Upstart. Folks, believe it or not, but the implied volatility in Upstart is 24%. They're expecting the price of the stock to move up to 24% after earnings. Maybe somebody knows something, but that's a little too much. Selling a put and a call at the money may be a good idea for this one because I hardly ever see 24. I'll see 13%, 12%, 17%, but anything above 20, that's I mean, think about it. Do you ever see earnings move a stock price 24%? That's huge. Carrie, good morning. Good morning, Carrie. So again, keep an eye on these companies. They are reporting today. Most of this, unless it's happening after the close, will be overshadowed by the CPI report. The other thing we have to pay attention to, especially in the next 30 minutes, is the bond market. The bond market is now trading below the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and above the 100-day. But whenever we're between major moving averages, I call that the consolidation or the choppiness period. So we're very choppy. If this report is negative, if this report takes us to 4 or even 3.9, I'm expecting the bond market to start breaking lower, not higher. Higher is good for tech. Lower is bad for tech. I'm going to repeat that because I know a lot of you aren't into macroeconomics. If the bond market breaks down, it will relieve pressure on this. If the bond market goes down, it puts pressure on this. This number, this is what you need to watch at 8:30 today. Or if you want to get a clear shot, you could look at financials. You could look at financials and you could look at the 10-year, which will do exactly the same thing. I mean, literally, they literally mimic each other line for line. So you could look at the 10-year, you could look at the 5-year, but basically bonds going higher when the report comes out is good for the market. Bonds breaking down when the report comes down, and look at where we're at right now. We're not exactly in a very great place right now. If we break this right here, we're going to the 100-day moving average. So we got to be really careful today. I talked about earnings. I talked about the economy. Aside from the CPI, that's it for today, and that'll reverberate up to Thursday. That'll set the mood till Thursday, and then on Friday you've got PPI. So this is the big report. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 7-ish. But when you put housing starts and PPI and consumer sentiment together, that could really drive the market. So I am expecting a lot more volatility over the next few days. I am expecting a lot more volatility. I am net short right now in the trading pit. I have one position and we're short right now with that position. I'm kind of glad we did that because this is equivalent to the Dow being down about 350, 400 points. So this will definitely whack the bulls. It'll be interesting to see if we have a gap down and go up, or if we gap down and continue going lower. I'll talk about when I talk about strategy in just a few minutes. Let me just talk about global economy a little bit. So futures are down as we wait for Federal Reserve. Bowman reiterated yesterday that their lending rate is in a good place to exert downwards pressure on inflation, and stated that She does not view rate cuts as appropriate in the immediate future. I mean, the cat's out of the bag, right? We already know that they're at 15%. Now the main question, the question that everybody is focused on right now is, what about May? Well, May right now is only at 55. May right now, hey, this is a good one. Remember when March was at 68%, and May was, I don't remember what May was at, but now May's not even at 68 or 70%. May's now at 55%. So this is going to be a major factor. Okay, we have earnings. We talked about earnings. We've got CPI. I talked about that. I showed you exactly what we're looking at. We're looking at a number that's below 3.9. 3.94, anything above 3.9 or 4 is not really going to be great for the market. It's going to put a lot of cloud on the market. Let's see here. Europe is down 0.71, not good, but they're following US more so than anything else. Let's see here. Japan is at a fresh 34-year high, boosted by chip stocks. Kind of weird in light of what we're seeing in the US. They're leading the gains on Tuesday, but they had a holiday, so I think a lot of it is pent up demand. Brian says JB shop is before open. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, expectations are really low. So in terms of stocks to watch, PayPal dropped 1%. It's still below, I think, the 200-day moving average. I'm bearish on PayPal. I know a lot of folks are bullish for some reason. I'm not. JetBlue came out up 14%. Semiconductors, this isn't helping semiconductors either, although it's not a big semiconductor stock. Artista finally plunged. I may want to buy the stock if I see it coming back up because the trend has been really strong in that stock. TripAdvisor's up. That's great. Zoom Info, that's really great. But we're going to have some tumultuous markets. Now, before I get into stocks that I'm watching, and this all goes together. So let me show you guys something. And this is why you come here. You don't come here just to hear me read about the fundamentals. So yesterday we were down 0.4%. We're already down 0.4. We're already down here today. It's going to go one of two ways. The report's going to come out and we're going to bleed. If we bleed, well, the best thing to do is start looking for shorts, and I'll give you 1, 2, 3. I'll give you 5 shorts to start looking at. But there's another solution. The other solution is we're going to gap down. We're going to open down, and we're going to start going up. If we start going up after the first hour of the day, notice not the first 5 minutes of the day, the first hour and a half of the day. If you see technology, if you see these stocks not being so negative right here, if you see this going into positive and this being down 40, 30 points, and if you see the market starting to come up, well, that means we have a gift. The market's giving us a gift. What that's telling us is that we have some long stocks we could play with a gap down. So in that case, I would be looking at some of the long stocks that I'll be talking about and trying to pick the bottoms as the market's going up. So I would wait for the report. I would see how bad the report is and how it's impacting the market. And I would start seeing if the market is going to go with the gap or is going to go back up after the gap. And I would start playing. That's how I would start playing today. Okay. I wouldn't start focusing on stocks that I like. I would start the market letting me know which way to go. And again, the fact that we're gapping down today, look at the QQQ. So for example, if QQQ recovers today, right, that means you're going to be able to get in. Let me just show you. Graphically, it's easier to show you. If you get in right here and it gaps up, and if this is the low, we're still above the 8-day EMA, you're going to literally pick the bottom. So, and I don't really care about picking the top or the bottom. I care about being in the right stock for the longer term. But the point is, we're either going to break this or we're going to start going up. If we start going up, then you want to look at the strongest stocks that are not bucking this trend because they're going to go up with it. If we start breaking down, the last thing you want to do is do what I just said. You want to start looking at some bearish stocks or stay out of the game till we start getting a real shakeout. But again, I'm giving you real strategy and real tips that you can apply day to day. Now, with that said, sectors are still wonky. You still have 306. Remember yesterday we had Let's go back to yesterday. 369, and during the day we had 500 stocks making 90-day highs, and the lows were still like 5, 9. It's not in a good spot. So this needs to correct itself. This needs to balance out. So don't start looking for longs automatically today. Don't look for a recovery. Let the market guide itself. And if you're in my Telegram channel, I'll be talking about this throughout the entire time. So you'll have a good gauge. Now, let's look at stocks that Uncle Roger likes. All right. So, MGM, China's starting to get a little bit of a reprieve. I like this stock. Let's see how it does today. Walmart is starting to look pretty good. No, you're not going to find NVIDIA or Tesla on my list today, although kind of not as trending, but I like it right now. I like it. Infa. Look at that trend and look at volume here. I mean, this is a beauty, right? EVR, Evercore Partners. Again, look at the trend. Volume is good. Even though volume is getting lower, it's still above average, whereas the S&P volume, look at the S&P volume. Down, 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 down. This whole move right here had zero market breadth. Look at that. None whatsoever. Let's continue. FFS. Oops, wrong ticker symbol. Maybe FSS. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. FSS. Now, Roger, how come there's no FANG stocks in here? Well, why do you think? UHS, we give what the market gives us and we don't complain. Look at this beauty. That's a beauty. Volume's not great here, but trend is great. Rallied yesterday. Goldman Sachs isn't looking bad. Although I'd be very careful with Goldman Sachs today, but look at that. Remember when we went long here and it went against us and then came right back up? We got out here, took a loss. One of the 5 stocks we took a loss on and it came right back. Should have stayed in it. GEHC. Look at that. Up consolidation. I like this. I like this stock. DVA. Healthcare. Again, I like this stock. PVH. Little shirt company there. It's looking good. Sprouts Farmers Market. Hasn't been on our list for a while. Thanks, Adam. That's lovely. That is just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That is a beauty right there. Trex. Again, beautiful stocks. Now let's talk short side, okay? Got to talk the short side. AZN. Highly recommend you look at these stocks today, folks. They have not been doing well in the last couple of sessions. HDB, look at that. Whew. Not looking good at all. REG. Doesn't look good at all. Broke the 200-day on high volume. Not a good stock. MV, if you have to pick one, which one will you pick? Not going to tell you. That's your job, my friend. This isn't the signal alert service. But you could see when I get really excited about certain things. This is for you guys. I'm trying to help you guys select your own stocks, and I'm giving you a hit list. Not telling you what stock to trade. WPC. And last but not least, I think the ship is sinking, folks. I think the ship is sinking. I mean, this stock looks nasty right now. And I also noticed that it took out the high, but only on the wick level. If you look beyond the wicks, which I tend to do more and more these days, you will see that it actually has a top that's higher, and volume is up, and it's been going down straight almost every single day. Almost every single day. All right, now, before I let you guys go, remember something, and this is important. Oops. Many traders are still in the dark about this, but NVIDIA's earnings call is on horizon, February 21st. The premium for the at the money NVIDIA options are unusually high. This sets the stage for a very, very, very high risk, high opportunity strategy that hit the mark in every NVIDIA position we've taken in the last 4 months. We haven't had a losing trade on NVIDIA yet. I can't guarantee the future results, so it's crucial that only play with what we're prepared to lose. But the beauty of the strategy lies in its simplicity. You don't need a decade of market experience. You don't need a master option trading, and you certainly don't need to be chained to your computer all week to see results. In fact, it only takes a few moments. Click the link that I'm about to post in the chat and join me for my 1 p.m. session. It's going to be fantastic, and I mean fantastic. It's happening at 1 p.m. At 10 a.m. today. Let me just post the link for you guys. Right here. It's happening at 10 a.m. It's happening literally in a couple hours, and I hope to see everybody there. And also, I will see you guys in my VIP room. I'll see you in my VIP room at noon today. So VIP room is at noon, high noon, and the class is going to be at 10 a.m. And folks, if I helped you make money in that class, I know some folks are in that class. And if I helped you make any money in that class, and I know a lot of you here who I am helping make money in that class, let the other folks know. And I'll see you at 10 a.m. sharp. All right. Flying Ronin will be there. MV will be there. Good. Oh, I hope MV will be there. Adam, I hope you'll be there. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Keep an eye on Telegram. It may be a very quiet day. It may be a very busy day, depending on what the market does. I'll see you all in less than 2 hours live. I'm excited. I'm going to work right now to get ready for the market open. We have a short position. We'll see how the CPI goes, and we'll go from there. Keep your helmets close by. It may be one of those days. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of your time. I'll see you later. Sylvia, that's a private trade. Why are you posting a private trade that I gave you in the trading pit publicly for everyone to see in a public channel? Why would you do that, Sylvia? Sylvia, not good. Not good. Not good. Not good, Sylvan. Sylvan, not good. Like, you pay premium for that program. You want everybody in on it for free? You guys have a great day. I'll see you all in less than 2 hours. Bye, guys. I don't talk about trades that people pay for in this room for obvious reasons. Otherwise, you guys, you. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Sylvan, your punishment is you got to come at 10 a.m. for my class. Bye, guys. It's all good. It's all good. I'll see you soon.